7 weeks to go in the block. Halfway through this Boston Marathon series, so it's flying by. April 20th will be here before we know it. I finished up this past week at about 45 miles. This was considered a recovery week compared to previous training weeks where I was building up. The goal with this week was to back off the total volume of running by about 20 to 30%, somewhere in there. Sometimes people will back off even more. For me, that was what I was planning. And I took off Monday, added a rest day there. I did a couple less doubles and cut back the long run. Instead of where I was at 20 miles, I cut it back to 14. And then my two main workouts of the week were Wednesday, where I did mile repeats in the evening, and then Saturday, where I did sort of a mixed tempo plus some 800s on the track. And then the rest was kind of easier, filled in mileage. But the main trouble early on in the week was some of the sleep was affected, just for my son who's about 2, and he was waking up really early in the morning, so we just got to roll with the punches with that and adjust. Instead of a morning workout, I did it at 9 p.m., my mile repeats. The other sort of hiccup, it was a couple days in a row where the sleep was affected. You get up at 3, 4, 5 in the morning to try to calm him down, keep him sleeping, and not give in, because you don't want to teach him that we can get up at 4:30 in the morning. So you're just trying to lay him down, let him rest, and he settled back. So it was good, but definitely wasn't able to get the normal runs in at that time. So later in the week, when he was sleeping well, that was Thursday and Friday, I just slept in till almost 7, because taking advantage of that extra time where I didn't have to wake up and go help him out. It was so it was a good week overall from the running perspective. I noticed a little bit of calf tightness on Wednesday, so that was giving me it was like slight cramp on the cool down. It was a lateral gastroc, and so I worked on it with some soft tissue and did one dry needle on that, given sometimes I'll work on myself as a physical therapist. So that's probably the only area I'll do the needling. But yeah, I just needed one spot on that. And then that calmed that down. So I did that Thursday, ended up doing that treatment sort of on myself. And then through Friday and Saturday felt pretty good. Did a little shakeout run today for about 45 minutes. Overall was a really good week. And again, the theme is recovery. So things that I do to help recovery before I go to bed at night, I'll have a mix of the creatine and magnesium glycinate, and I'll take vitamin D as supplements. So those have been helping with both recovery, sleep, power, strength, those type of things. And I've been taking the creatine since October, and I've noticed definitely a difference with, I would say, clarity and some of the workouts I've noticed have been improved. But you have to find what works for you. In terms of sleep quality, I can get that better. I'm averaging about 6.5 hours of sleep over the last week, so I'll try to up that closer to 7, and just try to get to bed earlier. So that's my goal for this coming week. The theme of recovery, the main goal is just to back off the training, to recharge, and get your body ready for that next mini block. So that's coming next. My goal is to work back up to between 65 to 75 miles a week for this next 3-week block, and really start to get some bigger workouts, more specific marathon work, and harder efforts during the midweek workout. All the while, I'll add doubles in again, so I'll be doing morning and night running, and just keep progressing forward. So if you have questions or comments, please share those with me. Like this video if you're enjoying it, and let me know what you like, what you don't like. I can highlight whatever needed in training. So, this is all for you. No secrets, and I just want to help those train for marathons. Anybody that needs coaching, you can reach out for that too. But I hope you have an enjoyable week, and take care. So happy running.